Go back to this last possession. I'm seeing a different.
Oh, yeah, nice move there by Luka.
I was going to say the way they're guarding Luka has been really different than the last couple years. We've seen a switch
by Dallas and calling a timeout after back-to-back Luka scores.
The nutmeg split right here for the nice left. They're coming out really aggressive and trapping him. But sometimes when you're as good as Luka, you can split that trap between the legs for a left-hand layup.
You can just try to go right at him, or you can leak out in transition and have an easy deuce like that.
Finish off the trap. Steal by Derrick Jones Jr. and the easy deuce. Mavs making a comeback. We saw something similar in Denver with the three-point line having to be repainted.
Yep, good point. Yeah, last week when the Mavericks were there, we did find out that the three-point line was not the appropriate dimensions.
Good defensive activity so far by the Mavs.
Making their way back into this game after they fell down by 9. Here is Jones inside, and it's 8 straight points for Dallas. Oh, wow, Luka with a pass that caroms off the backboard. I don't think I've heard an effects mic pick up something quite like that before. Offensive rebound, three-point inside. How about outside?
Sometimes with a little bit of chaos, working his way into the rotation.
At 5 points and 5 rebounds, all of that coming in the fourth quarter the other night. Here's Jones, corner three. In 53 minutes. Taking now 7 shots from the floor in that time. In the paint, Luka, down he goes, and down goes the shot of the Mavericks with a 20-2 run. What a burst here by the Mavs, capped off by that. And here's Irving with another three-pointer made a moment ago, 14 points. And Dallas in front by 7. And here is Luka out from Bedford. He hits it. Two defenders closed out near the logo. And they've already had a delay of game warning. Was that a second delay of game?
I'm going to go probably slamming the ball. It goes above the head.
And here's Derek Lively inside. Speaking of slamming the ball, Lively jams it home.
I think it's a lot due to the challenge that Jason Kidd gave him after the game. And sometimes when you use choice words, a.k.a. soft,
yes,
that hits a nerve with a lot of players.
Bones Highland, an erratic player, but certainly one capable of going off, as we saw in this building almost 1 year ago. And here's Luka putting up and hitting a three.
What you have to realize now is these guys are playing with a James Harden or with a Westbrook, so that changes the dynamic of how that bench unit is run.
Wow!
And maybe not getting as much opportunity with those guys out there.
And down to the last 40 seconds of the first half. A drive into the paint. Luka got Diabate off his feet and stayed with it and scored. The body control. Just absolutely extraordinary by Luka.
In the playoff series, Mavs were up really, really big in the first half, and the Clippers erased a 20-point lead, I want to say, in like 3 minutes.
Well, that will help stop the erasing as Kyrie rattles in a three-pointer. Up ahead, the advanced pass by Jones to Luka. We see him making those advanced passes frequently this year. He was on the receiving end. From Lively, Luka inside. Jones still comes away with the ball, despite the fact that the Kyrie alley-oop pass clanged off the rim.
What the Kai about is his lob pass.
Terrence Mann deflected into the backcourt, but it's picked up by Luka. Here's one of those long-range threes.
George was using that off arm to try and ward him off.
0 for 6 for the floor for Paul George, and here's Luka. He already has 34, and we still have 9:11 to play in the third quarter. Paul George went to ground to force this jump ball here with Kyrie Irving. And it's controlled over by Dallas, right to Luka.
Good anticipation by Luka. Caught Kawhi sleeping, able to sneak behind him. Typically, when it's such a mismatch.
How were you in jump balls, Devin, when you were actually jumping it up?
Well, not as good.
Special things are happening with Luka right now.
One more. Shoot it.
And from near the hash mark, 42! And a long time to play. That is his 4th foul of the game.
Give up one to get a great one. Luka in rhythm. Probably was.
Yeah.
11 charges drawn this year going into tonight. Dallas leads the league in that category as Luka adds 2 more.